And we are back. Different kind of video today. It was more impromptu. I'm just going to address a question asked by one of you guys, kind of fill you in on what I'm working with as far as my stats, my profile, my favorite map. So let's just dive right into it. Right out the gate, this is going to be your profile here. You got the Knight kneeling, you've got Emma the dice, and as you can see, I'm very much going for the white and gold or white and yellow color scheme. You got Arco, you got Pete, you got Zaraki with all of their go-to, even Zychron, he's got the white Napoleon bot as well. I wanted my own thing, so really I'm still waiting for an avatar that really, captures what I want it to. But until we get new avatars, I think I'm satisfied with how this guy looks, how he operates, and as you can see, he's got the white and gold going on as well, so it's very complimentary. Other than that, you got all these really cool ones. Truth Powers flexing with that. Arco, of course. Jax Wild. Everyone's got their signature go-to. But mine, I'm going to share with Zaraki and Zychron. We got the Napoleon Bonaparte. Then you got the frame. This was one of the first frames I got. It was on sale, and I thought it looked really cool. And it for the longest time we've had this one. Out of all the frames, it's way up there for me. I'm sure there's a couple that look a little bit better. There's Zaraki's. I love Zychron's, the Druid one. Yeah, this one, the wreath, looks really cool. So, again, similar but different from a lot of the players that I enjoy watching. White's my go-to color. It's very crisp. It's very clean. Emma is just the best dice that goes with all of the other things we just highlighted. I don't have too many dice unlocked. There's Arco's signature. I tried that one for a little bit. It kind of went with the medieval knight theme, but I kind of like how Emma works a little bit better. But there's a million good dice to choose from, but I like how Emma, again, blends with the rest of the get-up here. As far as my stats, we just hit 2,130 games, over 800 hours played at this point. I did have 555 wins, 555 losses, but unfortunately I have gone on a little bit of a losing streak. The last couple days have been tough. Online 1v1, though, we're looking at like a 70% win rate. Really good stuff there. We're trying to get up my tournament record. Casuals getting dunked on, and then single player there. To look at here, longest winning streak 16, longest losing streak 11. Sometimes it feels like more than that. But still pretty impressed with the 16 wins in a row. That can be tough to do. And then after a while, everyone gets the 16% right there on your rolls. So we take that. That's going to be the profile portion of this breakdown. As far as my ELO or my ranking, if we look right here in my description on the YouTube channel, we see that my two favorite game types are going to be Progressive World Dawn with Blizzards, also Progressive Fog Zombies with Unstable Portals. Love both of those game modes. And I just on the Saber ranking for tournaments hit rank 97, which we can pan to in just a moment. And then my highest ranks on the ladder have been 34 in free-for-all with that many points. And then 5, I was actually in the top 5 on the 1v1 ladder. I think that was like halfway through the season. So pretty cool stuff there. Let's check the Saber ranking. All right, for the tournament ranking here, we got the top dogs. Ayamamba just past Arco. He's still the people's champ, but that is insane. We got all the top 10 players. Shout out to Trunk, an absolute legend. And if we scroll all the way down to the top 100 here, we have just squeaked in at 97 after only 5 tournaments, which feels absolutely amazing. As you see, it usually takes about 10 to get into the top 100, so we're doing a pretty decent job. And then if we click us from here, got a bunch of little badges, and there's going to be our tournament performance so far. Our first tournament was Kill P Open 2, made it to the top 500. Then for the World Championship, we made it to the top 80. Then for the GM tournament, the one where you have the voice chat and everyone in there is a Grandmaster, we made top 40. I got absolutely dunked on in the Classic World Championship, but we rebounded with the second free-for-all World Championship, making it to the semifinals. So a lot more tournaments to come, but that's going to be our starting career there. And then last on the menu for this video is just to talk about the maps. What's my favorite map? What's my favorite type of map? For me, it's got to be medium to large size. The small maps are okay. There's some really fun small maps, but for the most part, give me 40 plus territories. I want to be rewarded for how fast you can move across the screen. I want multiple hiding spots. I want big bonuses, big dreams. So typically, the bigger, the better. Classic is fine. It's more medium, almost on the smaller side with how big the maps have gotten. Jules Verne is fine. We're just going to do a quick rapid fire because there are 100 maps. I'll try to point out the ones I really like. Ebe Island is solid. Spaceport Sigma is monstrous. Honeypot Heaven here. You can get one guards across the board. I love World Conquest originally. Didn't really like the classic variations, but as I progressed and got better at the game, I really came to enjoy the classic variations like World Conquest and classic Frozen. Both very fun. I love the sea lanes. Central America, really good map. You see a lot of 70% on there. Not a big fan of this one. I get dunked on every time I play it. You need a really good spawn to set the tone. I have a negative win rate on Battle of United States. This is where I live, but I suck at it. France, absolutely tiny. It's going to take you about 10 minutes. Africa, it's okay. Kind of a monopoly on that bonus there. Canada, not as good as Canada Advanced, and I can say that for almost all of the country maps. Most of the advanced maps just take this and make it better. Brazil, absolutely tiny. I love Advanced Brazil, though. Modern Spain, fantastic map. Love all the little bonuses. Everybody gets a chance to eat at the table. Greece is kind of massive, a lot of tricky territories to click, but it's kind of cool. You zoom out, you got a lot of different islands, a lot of different opportunity. I don't see this one played much in tournaments. Simple World is self-explanatory. If Classic was tiny. Reverse World's a lot of fun, gets very choky, so if you have blizzards, it really hampers the board. Pangea, fantastic world domination progressive map. Fun for zombies as well. A lot of hiding spots. Unattainable bonuses that people think are attainable. Shout out to Turkey as well. Earth 2209. I think this is the biggest classic map. I like it a lot. It is quite massive, around 80 territories, give or take. Just greed is the name of the game here. Roman Empire it's okay. The advanced Roman Empire is much better. Qing Dynasty, you get the wall variation where it's more like a capital. It's solid, smaller map. Ottoman Empire is taken with the advanced Ottoman Empire. It's just better. Britannia Advanced is going to be your archetype for progressive world dom. There's only 4 bonuses. 3 of them are massive and unattainable. Sometimes you'll see some noobs go for this one or that, but really get your spots, get ready for the kill chain, and pop off. Britannia, absolutely tiny. It's going to be a very quick one. Forsaken Lands is solid. It's a smaller one, but the bonuses are just in between on, are they too big? Are they too small? Can I actually hold this with less players than 6? Maybe. With 6 players, it does get quite cramped. You could say the same about Enchanted Lands, although it is a little bit smaller. Some fun connections there. Castle, incredibly small map. Probably good for a 1v1. Free-for-all, not so much. Rivertown, Arco has kind of made this famous with his 5-round rumble. He's got the bots, he's got true random, and it is absolute chaos. I do prefer Rivertown Advanced. A lot of bonuses, a lot of honeypot potential with your 1 holds, your 1 guards on all of these. Really fun map. You could hold half the map just on the bridge. You don't even need the blizzards to make that a reality. 28 turns later, fantastic zombie map, really good. I actually enjoy it for free-for-all world dom progressive as well. It's a lot of fun. You got Mayfair, a big boy. Anytime you have a big bonus that you can kind of put a stack in and it shouldn't get noob slammed, that's typically a solid map to go for, since there's just a lot of maps that you get into that you get stuck in someone's quote-unquote bonus and you get absolutely nuked. Alcatraz is famous with multiple streamers and YouTubers. Really good map. A lot of kill guards. A lot of 1-hold potential with these bonuses. Very snowball heavy. Supermax, kind of the same thing. Just 1-point holds on all of these. Everyone trading pocket in the middle. It's going to be absolute mayhem. Love Maul of the Dead. The bonuses are absolutely massive and very holdable given the size of these bonuses. And on top of that, there's so many intricate territories that you can split in. You think you have enough to get the kill and then split. Oh my god, I'm out of troops. High skill level, very snowball heavy map as well. Pirates Bay, gigantic bonuses, makes it very unrealistic and lopsided, but if you want to have a good time, give it a shot. Skull and Crossbones, smaller to medium-sized map, solid. I've seen it played in tournaments as well. I like it when nobody gets a bonus and it's used as like a progressive game where you get the kill chains and kill guards, but this one can get very noob slammy. Blackbeard's Wrath is kind of a fun one. Very interesting with the cutoff here. If you hold this, you kind of hold this part of the map. Everyone goes for the +2 there. Depending on your spawn, could get quite interesting. Yep, Seaport, really small, good map. Las Vegas, a lot of good medium-sized bonuses. Pretty good zombies map as well. A lot of hiding places. Really like Vegas. New York, not as good as Vegas, but it can be a fun small map. Los Angeles is cheesy with the 1 point honeypot naturally. Pretty lopsided bonuses though. Boston, I have a terrible win ratio with. Each time I play it, I would lose more and more, but I really like it. It's one of those. Iceland, the ultimate gimmick, tiny, tiny map. Lubeck, I had a 100% win ratio on this for the longest time. Really good small to medium size. A lot of even bonuses. The bigger ones are harder to hold. You get some crazy honeypots with Blizzard. I like Lubeck a lot. Arctic, very fun map. You would think this is amazing with progressive, and it is, but I have gotten noob slammed and fed on this map so many times. People feel so entitled to these bonuses, even if they're not even close to being holdable. Not great experiences, but I do like this map. Stockholm, insane big bonuses. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. I like this map a lot. Boas Fortress quickly growing on me, becoming one of my favorites. So much honeypot potential with choke blizzards, a lot of little kill guards, really good map for tournaments as well. Europe, it's not your advanced Europe, or Europe advanced, I should say. It's kind of rough with all the disjointed bonuses. Decent for 1v1s though. Coensburg, Siege, interesting +4 in the middle. Not terrible for the size of the map. Interesting design. Not my favorite, but I don't hate it. Italian Conquest, one of the better small maps, I would say. Very fun design. Italy's great. And I have seen this in tournaments quite a bit as well. Don't hate it. I always like it when you have the big no man's land where you might not get slammed. Fun bonuses all around. Deutschland, really fun map, but like this is a +8. These are huge bonuses. Then you got the little bonuses that are really good. Really fun map, easy to snowball. Japan, one of the longest maps, and I've definitely failed kills because of the island connections here. Great bonuses sprinkled throughout. Definitely pushes the pace. Really like Japan, actually. Turkey, it's one of my favorite maps. It's very simple in design, very long, like Japan, and this is the ultimate. These bonuses should not be held, but they always try to, so you get a lot of noob slams, a lot of action, and it's a good zombies map as well. New Zealand and Australia, fun small map, but I do prefer the advanced. Grip of the North, I have not played in a very long time. It is very close quarters, and you always have this triangle of death with people hitting each other a lot. Decent small map, but not my favorite. Himeji Castle, fantastic skill curve. You usually see someone snowball from the middle or the bottom left. I love all of the compartments, the kill guards. I actually like this map a lot. Red Sands 4, like Himeji, but not as good. There's a lot of snowball potential with the compartments, with blizzards. You usually get one person in the honeypot and everyone else struggling to survive. But any map that has all of these splits really pushes the skill level, so I do enjoy that aspect. Conwy Castle is a disaster when it comes to pathing. The 70% run is always impressive to watch on this. I don't see this one played a lot other than tournaments, but I actually kind of dig how chaotic this one is. Mont Saint Michel is pushing the envelope. Monstrous bonuses. Really good 70% map. Greed is the winning method here. So many big bonuses. Bad neighbor fever all around. Really good map. The Younger Scrolls, the very first map I played on the channel. Very fun. You got the Skyrim theme. You've got the Lord of the Rings kind of dynamic to it. Love the bonuses. Love the design. Big fan of this map. Dracula's Castle, one of the ultimate bonuses in the Dracula's Lair, I believe, right here. It's a 2 guard for +5, or a 1 guard for +5, actually. Very snowbally, very bad neighbor, but again, a lot of corridors, a lot of hiding spots. I like it. Lost Temple, you don't see this one played very often, but I love the aesthetic, I love the design, even if the bonuses aren't very proportionate. Atlantis, one of my favorite maps earlier on. I've grown to not like it as much as the bonuses are incredibly large, and it just doesn't seem to work out with my playstyle. That might say more about me than the map. I still love the design. I love Troy, love the bonuses, love how long it is, love the history behind it, and I always have a good time on this map. It's a really good map with a lot of different bonus sizes, and everyone gets a chance to run the table. Nan Madol is a fun medium-sized map. I really like this map pack minus Machu Picchu. Not as big as Troy or Atlantis, but it's got a really fun layout. I love this big bonus that you can kind of hide in. People usually go for the noob corners on it. I actually like this map a lot for a medium size. Not a big fan of Machu Picchu. The bonuses are very disjointed. It's an uncomfortable map. You're on top of each other. Maybe if you play it with less than 6 people, it would be better. Just not great experiences from my point of view. Canada Advanced, amazing map, huge map, great for 70, great for zombies if you want to have a lot of hiding spots. The bonus greed, very tournament reliant map as well. Big fan of Canada Advanced. Do I even have to say anything about Europe Advanced? It is a fan favorite. People play the meta settings on this every single day. One of the most balanced maps. Everybody can come in from a different snowballing corner of the map. The honeypots, just a fantastic, well-designed map. I personally love Brazil Advanced. I love how you have a few bonuses that everyone's going to gun for, but if you miss out on these, you can hide in these massive bonuses that people won't really go for, and it's a really big map that can reward you for flying around. Really good multi-position as well. Did not like Africa Advanced at first, but this one has really grown on me, especially for zombies in the fog. So many intricate territories. You can hide up here, you can hide down there. It becomes a really good bonus, not reliant map, if that makes sense. You can just hide everywhere. Really like this one. This map pack, these 4 right here in the advanced maps are absolutely incredible. It might be the best. Command Base UNX, biggest map we've got so far. I think it's 100 territories. Absolutely massive. So snowbally. Insane map. It's a lot of fun. Really like Lunar Mining Facility. A lot of choke points. Easy to cut off the map on a 1-hold with blizzards. Redacted, really fun map as well. Solid bonuses across the board. Pretty equal, but these little 2 guards can be really strong and powerful. Overworld, one of my favorite maps of all time. I love these empty pocket bonuses where you can just hold any multi-position you want while also having Seagrogs, Triguns, and Moonstone show up in another map. So it's very fun. Love the aesthetic. Love the artwork. Probably top 3 for me. Also up there with Overworld is Seagrog's Fortress. These bonuses are so gigantic. I love the symmetry. This one in the middle is +4. Everything else is bordering on a +6, +8, +9. Incredible map, and honestly, a very fun zombies map because there's so many tiny little pockets to hide in. Huge shout out to Seagrogs. Triguns is more of a fan favorite. I enjoy it, not as much as some other YouTubers, other Risk players, but the triangles are a lot of fun. And a lot of hiding spots for zombies, but massive honeypots with blizzards and triangles getting out of hand. Moonstone is my least favorite in the Enchanted Realms map pack. It's the smallest, but these bonuses are very lopsided. It really feels spawn dependent. This one is like a 1-hold for +4. Whoever gets this is looking really good, while others are struggling to get the big ones. I love the Dawn of the Dinos map pack. It was the first one I got post-Classic. You get it with the Amazon Prime bundle at the time. So if you have Amazon Prime, you got this pack for free. Love this one. A bunch of tiny little bonuses. Everything's on top of each other, so Good Neighbor is hard to come by, but you see this a lot in tournaments. Really good map. Love the aesthetic as well. Stairs of Knowledge and Power, fantastic. A bunch of little bonuses, but again, on top of each other, so you're going to see a lot of people going for these natural 2 guards. Blizzards make this map incredibly insane. Dino World is going to be a classic variation, very on top of each other as well. Very fun, smaller map, though, I will say. This one has grown on me over time. And then Dino Canyon has also really grown on me. I love the aesthetic of this one. You basically have 3 portions on the map, a very popular 1v1 and 2v2 map. But I've played a lot of 6-man free-for-all, and it can get really fun in that mode as well. General Processing Unit, this middle bonus is super overpowered. I have yet to get a God Spawn for it. Incredible kill guard here. You can hold this position and have 3 people hidden behind you. Pretty decent map. It can get a little bit lopsided depending on the spawn. Command and Controller is kind of rough. If you get this God Spawn here, you're looking really good. A lot of intricate places. The bigger bonuses make you feel like you're safe, but you usually get noob slammed anyway. One of my favorite maps of all time, Emergency Calls Only. A natural 2 guard for half of the map here, but it takes a lot to get it, and you end up feeding kills to the other side. Fun zombies map as well, a lot of intricate places to hide. I really like this map. Mother of All Boards, a very underwhelming map in my opinion. It's small, it's got bonuses on top of each other. You have a massive +8 in the middle, but typically whoever gets these bonuses just completely kill everyone else out of position. Orbital Objectives, we go to outer space. Fantastic map. Blizzards make this incredibly choky. Lots of honeypots. Honestly, a really good map. Very easy to snowball and have a good time. And you have the big sun where everyone can kind of share and take cards. Operation Atom, I initially liked this map. I haven't really come back to it much. I just get noob slammed a lot on this map. It's very narrow. It is easy to snowball as well, so another kind of spawn dependent one. The bonuses are interesting, but I just don't feel like it's created equal, if that makes sense. I could be wrong on that one though. Where SMG Spaceport, the bonuses feel much more equal in worth. Obviously, the one on the outside is +5, so it's going to be a little bit sought after, but the Blizzards make this a lot of fun. It does get a little bit cramped with 6 people, but I still really like it. Everyone's going to be fighting over the small bonuses. Dicey Trajectories is a very small map. Probably my least favorite in the this map pack, but it's still, I love the aesthetic to it, but it is also very choky. You play Caps or Blizzards and you might not be able to get to the other side of the map. End of the King, very cramped on top of each other, just like in General Processing Unit. I have yet to get a God Spawn for the Crown bonus, which is very coveted. A lot of noob slams. Love the aesthetic, just a little bit tight for my liking. Battle of Smolder is more up my alley. A lot of little bonuses. I think you're starting to see a trend here. I either like massive maps where everyone can kind of space out, or massive but maybe a little bit smaller maps where there's just a lot of little bonuses that everybody can get 1 or 2, and then you kind of fight for, is this too much? Is this too little? And I think Battle of Smolder checks that box. Lindisfarne Raid, very cool aesthetic. This whole Viking map pack looks awesome. This one's a little bit too small for my liking, but it still can be an enjoyable experience. Greenland Saga, even smaller than Lindisfarne Raid. Love the aesthetic, a little bit too cramped for my liking. Weight of Valhalla, massive, massive map on the Viking Legends map pack. I love this map pack, and this probably is my favorite, tied with Roots of Yggdrasil, another fantastic designed map, very good bonuses, love the layout. Then you got the World Tree, Yggdrasil, the World Tree, a smaller map, it's about the size of Classic. A cool design, but it does really lean itself to spawn. Whoever can get their little +2 first is probably going to win. Roots of Yggdrasil, we just hit. Rattata and Friends, as I like to call it, fantastic design. A little bit narrow with the connection to the animals, but definitely have a good time every time I'm playing it. If nothing else, it looks awesome. New Zealand and Australia, the advanced version, just the original, but way better. Bigger bonuses, more bonuses, a lot more room to operate, much better than the original. Roman Empire Advanced, same exact thing, bigger and better than the original. United States, I'll say it again, bigger, better than the original. You even get Alaska and Hawaii. Typically, you're going to want to get one of the corner ones, but there's some really big, nice bonuses in the middle. Ottoman Empire Advance is potentially my favorite upgrade from the original. I really like the layout of this one. The bonuses are so large, so it does lend itself to a nice progressive world dom, but people are still going to try to hold these, and that makes it really interesting. We got the Dune map pack, the Imperium. It looks like a baby version of the Orbital Objectives, and that's kind of how it plays out, just a little bit more cramped. Love the design. Shout out to the Dune series, but it's not my favorite. Arrakis, a very small, cramped map, very fast-paced. It's probably not going to go too long. Arakeen, one of the funner ones of the Dune maps. It's still on the smaller side, but very cool design, and just big enough where everyone can maybe sneak a bonus. Arakeen or Iraqian Residence, tiny map, crazy connections, crazy symmetry. These +5s in the middle are very sought after with all the connections. Very interesting map, not my favorite, but we take it. Sietch Bar is by far my favorite Dune map and one of my favorite maps in general. So many little bonuses, so many connections, a lot of snowball potential, very fun map. and then another new map pack at the time of this recording, the US or USA Advanced Maps. I love all four of these. The Northeast, the little one, is my least favorite because it is smaller, but that's still, I have a lot of fun with it. Midwest, absolutely massive bonuses, wide open. You see a lot of grid on this map. It can be really fun for zombies. US South is fantastic. Love these C-lane connections. You can try to get greedy. You can try to shake hands and get the little bonuses. And then US West might be my favorite in this entire map pack. I love the design. I love how tall it is. I love the bonuses. And I think that will do it for our map breakdown. I didn't give you what my exact favorite is, but given what I said, you can probably narrow down like a solid top 5. As always, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you on the flip. Peace.